HeroQuest. Deep inside another dimension, face battling barbarians and evil magic on a quest for adventure in a maze of monsters. This is HeroQuest, the fantasy adventure game where winning means mastering the arts of combat.
I'll use my broadsword.
And magic.
Fire of Wrath.
Once you get into it, you'll never be the same. HeroQuest. Now with 2 new adventure packs, the legend grows.
In 1989, Milton Bradley, with the help from Games Workshop, released an incredible dungeon crawler board game, a nice intro to, or even companion to, the slightly more complex Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer games. HeroQuest quickly gathered popularity. A year later, in 1990, it had an equally successful US release. This video focuses on what's in the box, which happens to be the actual game I had growing up. Up until March of this year, it spent 30 years in my parents' loft. After a very quick dust down, I'm chuffed to be able to show it to you. I won't overly focus on the rules of the game. There's so many great videos already out there, so I'll leave links to them in the description. Once we've had a look at the game, I'll show details of the game inventory. I know there's a few folk who are keen to see if their game is complete. Anyway, now it's time to grab your double-sided bastard sword, your book of spells, and your 20-sided die. Let's get physical. The board is extremely detailed and allows for so many different adventure types. Some are included within the game and expansion packs, but you can obviously get creative and conjure up your own perilous adventures. You and up to 3 friends can be the heroes. Things only appear on the board when in your line of sight, and the evil wizard, aka the dungeon master, places the pieces as you come across them. As well as the character notepads you use to track your progress and health, there is a character card for each hero: the barbarian, wizard, elf and dwarf. There are an assortment of other cards that the evil wizard looks after. I should add that in the US and Canada versions the wizard is called Zargon, whilst everywhere else, such as the UK, he's called Morcar. We're looking at the UK game here, but there's some regional differences between this one and the US game. The cards are as follows. Firstly, you've got the equipment cards, and these were for the UK only. Once you've pillaged some gold, you're good to spend your spoils on some new stuff. You can upgrade some fancy chainmail, or even grab a stronger helmet. The monster cards. These show the attributes of the baddies, such as how many body points they have. Treasure cards. On each player's turn, you can choose to move and fight or move and search. When searching, you may come across some pain-in-the-ass traps, or alternatively some nice gold or trinkets. Also in the UK only, there's the quest treasure. These cards simply represent the items you come across when completing your missions. Finally, you have the spell cards. Split into the 4 elements, the spells are extremely useful to help progress through the game. However, the Veil of Mist isn't a new aftershave, but is in fact a way to be invisible to the enemies. A bit of Swift Wind can also help disperse the baddies that surround you. If you're feeling like you have a panache for pure evil, then try out being the evil wizard. With a fantastic screen you can hide the guide and the maps from the hero players, and even a plate of jammy dodgers if you're feeling greedy. There are multiple missions, particularly if you've got one of the expansion packs. I believe at least 8 packs exist, again with regional variances. Most missions focus on either rescuing someone, finding some good old gold, or locating a nasty baddie. There are 3 key books that are included with the game. Firstly, you've got the rules of play. This is the guide to playing the game. In my opinion, it's very well set out, and I remember that once I played a couple of games, I was soon accustomed to the key rules. You can approach things in a fairly gradual way, and the expansion packs introduce further things to the gameplay. Next, you've got the quest book. This guide is for the evil wizard and provides a series of ready-made quests for you to get stuck into. The items that form part of the quests are all included with the game. Finally, there's the adventure design booklet. If you're feeling as courageous as the warrior, then you can devise your own quests. There are grids in this booklet to help you map out your adventures. When rummaging through the box, I also found a nice marketing leaflet. It's focused not just on HeroQuest and the expansion packs, but also on its sister game, Space Crusade. There are 6 dice in total in this game, 4 combat dice and a couple of less exciting movement dice. You have an assortment of funky figures depicting the heroes and obviously the baddies. I wasn't feeling brave or artistic as a kid and therefore really didn't get round to painting them. They're still really nice to look at, extremely detailed, and I believe this was due to Games Workshop's role in the partnership. Let's take a look at the hordes of baddies. There are more bits of furniture in this game than at any IKEA store that I've ever seen, including the Swedish ones. I've never come across so many bloody doors in my life. There are, however, some nice additions. You've got the torture rack and also the alchemist bench. The amount of items allow custom games to be truly unique. Before we look at the inventory, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching, supporting the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.